Lily's Kindness Adventure, a tale of neighborly love. Meet Lily, a beacon of warmth and kindness in her community. Her radiant smile and caring nature make her a beloved figure in her neighborhood. Whether it's lending a helping hand or offering a comforting word, Lily's kindness brightens up even the gloomiest of days. Nestled in the heart of a bustling city is Lily's neighborhood, a quaint blend of old and new. From charming houses to modern apartments, it's an eclectic mix that mirrors the diverse personalities of its residents. The ties that bind them together, however, are the relationships they share, with Lily at the center of it all. As morning light filters through her window, Lily begins her day. Her morning routine is simple: a quick breakfast, a moment of quiet reflection, and then she's ready to start her day. Her mission? To sprinkle kindness wherever she goes, making her neighborhood a better place one act at a time. After a quick cup of coffee, Lily sets out on her daily rounds. She visits her neighbors, checking in to see if anyone needs help. It's a routine she's kept for years, a ritual that has earned her a special place in the hearts of her neighbors. Her first stop is usually Mrs. Johnson's house. An elderly lady living alone, Mrs. Johnson often struggles with gardening. Her love for her beautiful roses is well known, but age has slowed her down. But Lily is always there, ready to lend a hand and keep Mrs. Johnson's garden blooming. Lily approached Mrs. Thompson, her elderly neighbor who was hunched over, knee-deep in her once lush garden. With a gentle smile, Lily kneeled next to Mrs. Thompson, offering to help her tend the flowers. The old woman looked up, her eyes filled with gratitude, and welcomed Lily's assistance. With a sun hat perched on her head, Lily carefully started to assist Mrs. Thompson, her hands tenderly handling the delicate flowers. Their shared laughter echoed through the neighborhood, revealing the bond they had developed. This was not just about gardening, it was about companionship and the joy of helping others. After bidding Mrs. Thompson farewell, Lily headed to the next house. Mr. Davis, a middle-aged man, was struggling with his house chores. Lily, ever the helper, offered her assistance. Davis, a man of pride, initially declined, but Lily insisted, her eyes brimming with determination. Lily's persistence won over Mr. Davis, and he finally accepted her help. With a dusting cloth in one hand and a broom in the other, Lily began to tackle the house chores, her patience showcased in the meticulous way she cleaned every nook and corner, touched Mr. Davis deeply. As they sat down for a cup of tea after the cleaning session, Mr. Davis thanked Lily for her help. Their conversation veered towards the importance of accepting help and acknowledging kindness. The transformation in Mr. Davis' attitude was a testament to Lily's influence. Lily, ever the beacon of kindness, approached her next-door neighbor, Mr. Robinson, who seemed overwhelmed with his house chores. At first, he hesitated, not wanting to impose on the young girl. Yet, Lily's warm smile and genuine concern made it hard for him to resist. Her offer to help wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. It was a daily commitment steeped in compassion and empathy. Lily's persistence eventually broke through Mr. Robinson's initial reluctance. He accepted her offer, his eyes betraying relief and gratitude in equal measure. In assisting Mr. Robinson, Lily exhibited incredible patience and understanding. Whether it was washing dishes, tidying the living room, or doing the laundry, she carried out each task with meticulous care, her graceful demeanor never waning. The change in Mr. Robinson's demeanor was noticeable. Once burdened, he seemed lighter, a trace of his former jovial self resurfacing. Their conversation centered around Lily's kindness, the impact it had on him, and how it transformed his day entirely. Lily's day of kindness continued on to the next house, where she found Mrs. Green struggling to take care of her energetic golden retriever, Max. Without a moment's hesitation, Lily offered to walk Max, her love for animals evident in her enthusiastic approach. Lily's next stop was a neighbor who had recently adopted a pet and was finding it hard to manage. Upon seeing the frazzled neighbor, Lily stepped in without hesitation, offering to walk the pet, a lively beagle named Max. Her love for animals was palpable as she effortlessly managed to calm Max down, showcasing her ability to handle pets with ease. The neighbor could only watch in awe as Lily took control of the situation, her worries melting away. Max seemed to take an instant liking to Lily, his tail wagging in excitement as they embarked on a walk. The sight brought a wave of relief to the neighbor, who had been struggling to cope with Max's boundless energy. Next on Lily's route was an elderly neighbor who was finding it difficult to do her weekly grocery shopping. Lily, always eager to lend a hand, offered to assist. Soon, they were sitting together, compiling a shopping list, with Lily jotting down each item carefully. Lily's organizational skills were in full display as she categorized the shopping list, ensuring not a single item was missed. She was thoughtful in her approach, considering the neighbors' dietary restrictions and preferences. The shopping expedition was executed smoothly, thanks to Lily's meticulous planning. The neighbor watched in gratitude as Lily unloaded the bags, her face lighting up with appreciation. As Lily put away the groceries, the neighbor couldn't help but acknowledge Lily's kindness. It was clear that Lily's simple act of assistance had made a significant impact on her day. As the day wore on, Lily then turned her attention to the fourth house where a neighbor was having difficulty with grocery shopping. With a radiant smile, Lily took the initiative to help her neighbor create a shopping list. She accompanied her to the local supermarket, ensuring to choose the freshest produce and to find the best deals. She effortlessly orchestrated the shopping trip, her organizational skills shining through. Her neighbor was impressed with her thoughtfulness and how she took into consideration their dietary needs and preferences. After helping with the groceries, Lily made her way to the fifth house. Here, a neighbor was struggling to keep an eye on her energetic children while trying to complete her work from home. Lily, unafraid of the challenge, stepped in to help with babysitting. She had an innate ability to connect with children, and it wasn't long before she had them engaged in fun, educational games. Her creativity was evident as she turned the living room into a makeshift theater, where the children happily reenacted their favorite fairy tales. Dealing with children required a level of patience that not many people possess, but Lily was an exception. She listened to the children's endless questions, joined their imaginative games, and even managed to sneak in a healthy snack time. She showed no signs of annoyance or exhaustion, only genuine interest and care. The children quickly warmed up to her, their laughter ringing through the house. As the day ended, the grateful mother returned to a clean, quiet house. Her children were content, a clear sign of the wonderful time they had with Lily. She thanked Lily profusely, acknowledging how her kindness had gone above and beyond what was expected. The relief in the mother's eyes was a testament to Lily's impact. She had not only taken care of the children, but also managed to give the worn-out mother a much-needed break. When Lily finally returned home, she took a moment to reflect on her day. She thought about the houses she had visited, the neighbors she had helped, and the gratitude they had expressed. It wasn't the words of thanks that made her smile, but the knowledge that her actions had made a significant difference in their lives. After a long day of selfless acts, Lily finally made her way back home. Her heart was filled with a sense of fulfillment that only comes from helping others. She sat down, her mind replaying the events of the day, each neighbor's smile and words of gratitude etched in her memory. She began to think about all the people she had helped, from the elderly man struggling with his garden to the young mother finding babysitting overwhelming. Each with their struggles and each with their gratitude, making a beautiful tapestry of human connection and kindness in her mind. Lily then realized the profound impact of her simple acts of kindness. Each person she had helped was a ripple effect, creating a wave of positivity and compassion in her neighborhood. This understanding warmed her heart and brought a sense of purpose to her actions. The story ends with a powerful message for children about the importance of kindness. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, can have a significant impact on someone's life. It teaches children that kindness is not just about being nice, it's about making a positive difference in others' lives. The closing scene shows Lily, back at her house, ready to start another day of spreading kindness in her neighborhood. The narration concludes, and so, Lily continued her acts of kindness, one neighbor at a time, making her neighborhood a better place, one act at a time.